One of the two victims of a deadly plane crash north of Denton was a 25-year-old from North Richland Hills who had been following in her family's footsteps. 25-year-old Francesca Norris was the flight instructor inside a twin-engine plane that crashed in Gainesville. The other person on board was her student. Fox 4's Allison Harris spoke with Norris's family and a family friend, and Allison is live in Dallas tonight. Allison.
Steve, two people in their 20s were killed in this crash. As you mentioned, we spoke to the family friend of the instructor who came from a family of pilots. Francesca Norris's family says she was living her dream, flying planes and teaching others to fly, when she died Sunday at the age of 25 in a fiery crash about a quarter-mile north of where she was trying to land. Norris was a certified flight instructor at U.S. Aviation Academy in Denton. An FAA spokesperson says she and a student, 22-year-old Yu Qiu from China, were in a twin-engine Piper PA-34 flying from Denton Enterprise Airport to Gainesville Regional Airport when it crashed while preparing to land around 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon. The plane went up in flames on impact. Qiu died on the scene. Norris was flown to Parkland Hospital in Dallas and pronounced dead Sunday night. In a statement, U.S. Aviation Academy states, "All of our hearts are heavy. We're assisting the National Transportation Safety Board, Federal Aviation Administration, and local authorities. We will also be conducting our own internal investigation." Norris's family declined comment Monday, instead providing this picture. A family friend speaking on their behalf says Norris graduated toward the top of her class from Birdville High School in North Richland Hills, got a pre-med scholarship to Baylor, and planned to go to medical school. But upon graduation from college, chose to follow in her family's footsteps. Her father is a pilot for American Airlines. Her brother is also a pilot. The family friend says she got licensed quickly and loved being a flight instructor, saying she was passionate, bright, and focused, and she will be missed. And of course, we don't know yet what caused this crash. The NTSB is leading the investigation.
A Sunday afternoon flight ending in a deadly crash near Gainesville, killing at least one person. K2 News for your Sunday night starts right now.
Good evening, Texoma. I'm Amelia McGavro, and you're watching K2 News at 10. One person is dead and one person is in critical condition after a small plane crash north of the Gainesville Municipal Airport. According to Sergeant Mark Tackett with the Department of Public Safety, the crash happened a little before 5 this afternoon. Tackett says the plane burst into flames and one person died on impact. One female was transported to Parkland Hospital and is in critical condition.
Found that the plane had burned. There was one person inside that was pronounced dead at the scene, and the other was transported to Parkland Hospital in critical condition.
The cause of the crash is still under investigation.
We now know the names of two people who died in a small plane crash in Cook County. The twin-engine Piper PA-34 crashed in a pasture just north of the Gainesville Municipal Airport yesterday afternoon. No word yet on cause. A 22-year-old student pilot named Yu Qiu of China was pronounced dead at the scene. Pilot instructor, 25-year-old Francesca Norris of North Richland Hills, was taken to Parkland Hospital, where she later died. According to her LinkedIn profile, Norris was an instructor at the U.S. Aviation Academy.
New at 10, the FAA and NTSB are both investigating a deadly and fiery North Texas plane crash. Twin-engine Piper PA-34 crashing shortly after 4 this afternoon while preparing to land at Gainesville Municipal Airport. An FAA spokesperson says 2 people were on board that plane when it crashed about a quarter-mile from the runway. The plane burned after crashing. One person killed. The other is still in the hospital tonight with critical injuries.
Had a big beaming smile and a vision for the road ahead. Francesca Norris of North Richland Hills had her eyes on the sky.
Really excited and really happy to be doing what she was doing. She had found her place.
The 25-year-old comes from an aviation family. Her dad, a former Navy pilot, flies for American Airlines. Her brother's a commercial pilot too.
She was passionate about flying, and so, this is what she wanted to do, and she was good at it.
Good at a lot of things, says this close family friend, an American pilot too. Norris graduated a pre-med scholar from Baylor.
She was strong. And she was not afraid of anybody or anything, and because she was smart and she knew it.
But her love of flying ultimately brought her here to U.S. Aviation Academy in Denton, where she was working as an instructor. Her dad says chasing her dream of one day joining a major airline. Those hopes dashed about 30 miles north on this runway in Gainesville, Texas, Sunday afternoon. The crash also claimed the life of her student pilot, 22-year-old Yu Qiu from China. The Academy's CFO sharing this statement on Facebook, saying in part, "All of our hearts are heavy. We will have grievance counselors on campus throughout the week to assist our students and staff. The grief we feel at this loss is immense. It's a loss felt by loved ones, those who know the risk all too well."
These things do happen, and unfortunately, this was just a horrible, horrible circumstance.
In Denton, Vanessa Brown, NBC.